All right, hey everybody, welcome back to Not Sunday. I'm Adam, and we have got two very special guests with us. It is Will and Matt. And we're excited. We will be having some trivia today, talking about somebody who isn't here. So it's always good to talk about people when they're not there. So join us on Not Sunday. This is weird. I don't know what to do over here. I don't know what... Betsy, help. I don't know how to do this podcast without you. All right, well, welcome back to Not Sunday. I am Adam, and we are hanging out with two very special guests, normally behind the camera. Will, you've already made your Not Sunday debut a couple weeks ago.
Does this mean I'm the first returning guest?
You know, I think other than Betsy and myself, that would be correct.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and then we also have Matt, who is normally behind the camera, but is now in front of the camera. How do you feel, Matt? Are you more of a behind the camera guy, or are you in front of it?
Definitely more of a behind the camera guy.
Yeah.
Envious of Betsy right now, who's just chilling back there.
Betsy,
I'm excited.
She's just sitting back there like conniving. So it's funny. On this fine Not Sunday, I'm getting emails, and that's okay. But on this fine Not Sunday,
It's a little unprofessional.
I
But
know, stop it. Nobody's supposed to know this is not professional. You know,
It's just not Sunday.
I don't know if there's ever been a more unprofessional podcast than this one.
You're probably right.
The amount of lights we have,
I know.
it's pretty professional.
We're the most professional, unprofessional podcast.
So the best part about this, so we were supposed to film this last week, and then we had some stuff come up, and then we didn't film it last week. But regardless of that, this is still being filmed on Not a Sunday, which is a win. But Betsy was on vacation last week and gone, and so we were gonna do trivia questions about Betsy with her gone. Now this has become even better because now we're going to talk about Betsy, and she's literally sitting right behind the camera that I'm currently looking at. So our live studio audience for this episode
I hope these mics picked up the laugh.
is Betsy. I think that they...
There it is.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. But Will and Matt, can we before we jump into what we're going to do today, let's just talk a little bit about you guys. I know.
Us together? Us individually?
Well, I feel like we've already met Will a little bit, so I feel like we need to get to know Matt.
Yes.
Matt, tell everybody who's watching a little bit more about yourself. What do you like to do?
This is the worst question, but
Thanks. I'm a great podcast host.
only for me. So first thing about me is I hate answering the question, tell me about yourself.
Perfect.
There's no guidelines for it.
Everybody hates it.
There's a lot of creativity involved.
You need strict instructions.
I need some guidelines.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not giving those.
Yeah. So on the spot creativity for me is bad, but I'm a planner. Definitely a structure person. I like things to be scheduled out. Sounds really boring, but
Yeah, I was going to say, you're coming off as a nerd right now, dude. Spice it up.
all right, let's see. Been skydiving before.
Okay, you took it too far. Now the rest of us look lame.
Don't have much more than that. I knew Betsy before she was the Betsy you all know.
Wow. Before she
Right.
was famous.
That's right. Before she was on this podcast.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Yeah,
We have like 1
hopefully-
million subscribers too.
I know.
I think we hit 1 million the other day. It was crazy.
There was a party. We
Yeah.
watched
It was
take
1.5.
over.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no, 1.5 that's next month.
Okay.
We'll probably get to 1.5. We'll get like the balloons that say 1.5 M, the little golden balloons. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Confetti. Yeah, you try to pretend like you're boring though, but you're really not. I feel like you've skydived. You
Yes.
can fly planes.
Yes.
I mean, there's not like
Only okay. Only
I don't
kind
know.
of okay.
I don't know.
You can still fly the plane, dog.
In good conditions, not
Okay.
in the clouds.
This is okay. I'm going to be real here.
yes.
I'm going to be real. This is what drives me nuts about Matt.
We're gonna have a little counseling session right now.
He is like, oh, I'm nobody, but I can fly a plane, but like only in good conditions. You can fly a plane. You've been skydiving.
We're gonna take 5 minutes here. We're just gonna
Let's
break.
move on.
We're just gonna take a break.
Yeah, we do.
I'm gonna cool down. Matt's just making me look bad in
mean,
every
it's-
way imaginable. But
I think it's all right. You did that yourself, man. You did that yourself. Isn't that? I'm sorry. It was like right there.
No, but you're right. You're right.
I love
It's
it.
fine. It's my vibe.
I love it so much.
Will and I have a love-hate that we pretend relationship, but in actuality, at one point we agreed to make it seem like we were fighting each other. But all along, we just wanted Adam and Betsy to think that we hated each other. So we would intentionally cause interruptions. It was at least discussed between us as being fake. But has it transgressed to be more? I don't know.
That's like this is a secret
Guys,
feud. Here's how I know that it's fake, because over the course of the last week or so, our office intern pit, that we call it,
Yes, the intern pit.
where the interns reside, has gotten a little bit more decor recently, and really Will's been bringing in love offerings, love gifts. For Matt, for his desk, and for his wall. Somebody needs to get a picture. Maybe in editing, we can have a picture of the tiger. It's literally a picture frame of a tiger. It looks very regal. And Will hung it over Matt's desk to show who's in charge.
He found it by the dumpster,
Indeed.
which was a great find.
Yeah.
I did.
You guys added some like of those weird like walkthrough bead things that you find.
We did that?
Matt doesn't even
Matt
know
hasn't
yet.
even
I
been,
haven't
He hasn't
been
even
there
been in there yet.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Me and Emily found them.
Will brought in
my goodness.
a really creepy old treat machine, like the old like like the
It was a
like,
gumball machine.
It was a gumball machine.
Yes, for snacks.
But it was like set outside of the door with like a weirdly scribbled note, and it said treats. And it looked like a way that somebody would like lure people in. If we want to go back to the Guess Who episode where we just guessed that everybody with a
guys,
mustache was a predator.
I don't like the way this podcast is going.
I think it's great.
It's really gotten away from me.
I think it's going fantastically.
I'm sweating.
If you take over editing this week, you can crop that out if you want.
Yeah, it's all good. You can just keep it in. Keep it in. We don't edit anything. This is real and raw,
It's live.
It's too raw.
Live on Not Sunday.
Too raw.
unfiltered.
Filter it, please.
So speaking of unfiltered, I'm excited to hear your unfiltered answers on some of these questions that we have. So we're gonna do trivia. You guys are gonna be competing against one another, as is normal for this internship. It's very cutthroat. And the questions are all going to be about Betsy herself.
Okay.
So we will have a Betsy trivia this week with both of you facing off. And I was thinking about this last week, and I'm very excited with what I've come up with, actually. I feel very creative in this. Just pat myself on the back. But the loser of this game will be required upon the next filming of Not Sunday to read a poem that they have written about Betsy. It needs to be at least 16 lines and must rhyme. So I just want to let you know that whoever loses today must write a poem about Betsy. 16 lines, it must rhyme.
I have one written already.
He's like, good, I already wrote one. I was so prepared. All right. So,
gentleman's handshake, right?
Yeah.
Agree to the terms.
Agree? Yes, agreed? Perfect. Okay. And if you don't, you're fired. So.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
I don't agree. He's looking for a way out. All right, so this is Betsy trivia. You can play along at home. It's kind of like whenever you play Jeopardy, like with your grandparents, if you sit there and everybody's like trying to answer the questions or whatever. This is kind of what we're doing, because everybody knows about Betsy, but we're going to see really Will and Matt. I mean, Betsy's famous, so that's just how it goes. So we're starting off with some easier ones, you guys. No peeking. No peeking.
Guys, I'm actually nervous.
I know you are. And that's why I'm already loving this. So this is, I think not only is this for respect and also to avoid the poem, but we didn't want to tell you guys also that whoever loses probably will also be fired. So
Do we add that to the tally?
no, like it's for real. Yeah, so this is it. We don't have enough budget to keep both of you guys on.
Got it.
So we're gonna.
You all think this is a joke, but we're gonna like end this podcast and be like, I'm sorry, but like,
They're like, where'd the other guy go?
We will not be a returning guest on the podcast.
I have nothing to add. Maybe it's real. Maybe it's not. Who knows?
Find out
So-
on Sunday.
So, question number 1. Start off small. Which high school did Betsy graduate from? You guys should know this. Is it A, Hoover High School, B, Lake High School, C, Lake Center High School, or D, Green High School? Those are our 4 choices.
Wait, we don't have a buzzer. Do we shout it out?
No,
Like,
I
how
know
does
you
this-
guys both need to give me what you think.
at
And
the
then-
same time.
No,
Or-
it doesn't matter. Either way, at the same time, different, whatever you think.
Okay,
And then we'll
I'm gonna let
compare.
Will answer first. I'm not gonna give him any hints.
Okay, this is unfair. Because Matt was
I was
Well,
in
hey,
high
that's
school
just
with
the way
Betsy.
that the cookie crumbles.
Guys, I'm gonna get fired.
All right.
Betsy, stop.
Give us an answer.
Green.
Green High School. D, final answer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Matt, what do you think? A, B, C, or D?
Green as well.
Green as well.
Yes.
Well, you guys are both starting off very strong with a correct answer. 100%
That's right.
for both of you. So,
Keep them coming.
well done, well done. All right,
Bulldogs.
go Bull-
Orange and black.
Go Bulldogs. Also, can we talk about the fact that you guys went to a high school that is literally called Green High School, and the colors are orange and black. So if that's not one of the biggest missteps of all time, I don't know what is.
Fun fact: there's a school in Ohio called Orange, and their colors are green and black. So
That is
we're not the only ones.
weird.
He's such a nerd.
It's a fun fact. Everybody loves fun facts. They're fun.
Like how you pulled the microphone away for that. All right, question number 2. Which high school extracurricular activity did Betsy participate in? This is very telling. A, softball and choir. B, musical theater. C, art club. Or D, student council. I feel like that's tough.
That is a hard one.
I could
Okay,
see.
repeat the options.
You have A, softball and choir. B, musical theater. C, art club. Or D, student council. What are you thinking? This tells a lot about what you think about Betsy, actually.
Should we go at the same time?
Yes. On the count of 3, give me your answer. Sure. 1, 2, 3.
D.
council.
Student council.
You guys both said student council, and you both are wrong. So wrong. Betsy was a musical theater gal.
That was my next guess.
She was all about the theater.
I guess that makes a whole lot of sense now.
I never went to the plays, so
Wow.
maybe that's.
Don't support your high school, Matt.
Yeah. What a great friend.
But I love them. Supported them.
He's like he's trying to save himself. He's like, but I love it. I love it. It's fine.
This is a PR nightmare for him.
This is a PR. Not looking good, Matt. All right, you guys are even. Now, question number 3. This one, I feel like if you guys get this one wrong, this should be a quick answer. Betsy's dog, what is the name? A, Alfie, B, Bagel, C, Pip, or D, Harvey?
I've met her dog.
Pip.
I've been to her
No,
house
that's not
and
my
seen her
answer.
dog.
What do you say?
Are we ready? We're doing the 3, 2, 1 thing.
Well, why don't you just give me an answer, Matt? What do you think?
But if I'm too confident, then he'll know.
All right, let's go. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
D. Harvey.
Harvey and Bagel.
Bagel.
I know there is a dog there named Bagel.
There are 4 possible answers to be chosen from. They selected 50% of them, and neither of them were correct. We are 1 for 3. You know what? It might not even be who loses this. If you guys continue this, you guys actually both just might be fired, regardless of what's happening.
We're actually on the same team right now. We agreed.
You're trying to save each other. If we just hold hands and tie at the end, no one will lose their job. If you guys both lose and are tied at the end, then you have to give the poem, but each person has to read every other line. And I'm not kidding. The 4th question. This one should be a little easier. It's a true or false question.
Only 2 options.
True or false? As a child, Betsy chopped off the hair on her sister's American Girl doll. So that should already tell you something that her family owned American Girl dolls.
Yeah, that her family was bougie.
Or maybe they didn't. Maybe it's all a lie.
Maybe it was a Cabbage Patch. The details matter.
Betsy, is this like a trick wording thing?
No, I don't believe so.
Did you just chop off her real hair?
I will quit on principle if it's a trick question.
I don't think it's a trick question. Did she or did she
Okay.
not commit the ultimate atrocity of cutting off her sister's American Girl doll hair?
Are we going on 3 again?
Going
Yeah.
on 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
False.
The answer is false. So Matt is ahead by 1 right now. Matt's ahead by 1.
Okay,
It's going as
I
well
was
as
thinking there's no way you ask such a pointed question, like
without it being
without
false.
it being false,
Okay.
or it's entirely true.
Betsy,
but
really,
then,
what was the story there? What happened? Was it? Did you really cut or did she have an American Girl doll?
We had American Girl dolls.
Okay, you had them.
I cut my sister's real hair.
Oh,
See,
okay.
trick
I guessed it. I
All right,
guessed it.
so
Do I get double?
wrap it up.
Do I get
I'm
bonus
done.
points?
No, that's a legitimate question. That wasn't a trick question. It just happened to be that she actually did cut her sister's real hair, but
Knew it.
she did not cut the doll's hair. So here we go.
Guys, I'm learning a lot about myself. I don't compete very well. I'm a very sore loser.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Haven't
Betsy
lost
walks into Artisan Coffee Shop. Let's just set the stage here. She walks into the coffee shop. She steps up to the counter and she orders a coffee. What is she most likely to order? A cortado. B, a matcha latte. All these sound so pretentious.
I don't even know what these
C,
are.
a pour over. Or D, I don't even think this is real, an affogato. I don't even know what those are.
An
avocado?
No, no, it sounds like it's spelled AFFOGATO. An affogato. What does it sound like avocado? Did you put it in there on purpose? It's not even a word.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Betsy.
If that's her drink,
All right. Cortado, matcha latte, pour over, or affogato. You guys got it in your mind? 1, 2, 3.
Pour over.
Macho Lido. Macho Man, Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. Yes. My favorite drink.
The only word I remembered out of that whole list. So
A matcha latte. A matcha Lido. Ah, yes, my favorite coffee, the matcha Lido. Matcha latte, and you said pour over.
Pour over.
Neither of you are correct. It's a cortado, obviously.
Okay, when you said that, all I could think was Cortana from Halo.
Yeah.
Cortado.
Or like the computer Cortana. where
That's
it's like,
okay. Fun fact for you.
Oh, my
Cortana
goodness.
on the PC is actually named after Cortana from Halo.
That's right.
Ah.
That's right. It's very true.
Now I'm the nerd. Oh. It's all come first.
but that's a fun fact.
Circle.
I support you,
Words
Will,
are hard.
even though you didn't support me.
Matcha Lido.
We'll get through this together.
Wasn't there? Didn't Justin Bieber do a song that was like Matcha Lido?
Just the
I know. Matcha Lido.
Matcha. Is that a thing? Isn't matcha like a drink?
It's a tea.
Yeah, like matcha
Yeah.
tea.
Okay, is
Matcha.
it the same thing?
Yeah, but it's just
No,
a
it's
it's a latte.
It tastes like your.
There's a lot more
It's-
matcha
It tastes
in a
like
matcha
you're
latte.
just chewing on grounds of dirt. Everybody loves it.
Dirt's brown.
I know.
And a
Not green.
matcha latte once.
All right, question number 6. This is very important. We did a podcast on this. We'll see how well you guys paid attention. What is Betsy's favorite LaCroix flavor? A, limoncello. B, key lime. C, pamplemousse. I know it's pamplemousse. D, ras cranberry.
3,
2,
1.
Raspberry.
incorrect.
Is it pamplemousse?
No, neither of those. Neither of those. It is limoncello. Limoncello. It's because
That's right. It was one of the flavors I didn't get.
correct. It just so happened to be that day ras cranberry was the favorite, but that's just because limoncello was not available. So, good try, guys.
These are the worst. Those are like the worst quiz questions.
So
it's like-
far, out of 6 questions, Matt has 2 correct, and Will has 1. Number 7. All right. Well,
How many
questions,
are there?
How many questions
Yeah.
are
we
there?
have 10, so
Okay.
there's a chance here. So what would Betsy choose for a road trip snack? A, nacho cheese Doritos. B, donuts. C, Sour Patch Kids watermelon. Or D, white cheddar popcorn.
Oh,
It's gonna be quick. You guys thinking about it? I want to know first, out of those 4, what would be your choice if you had to pick one of those 4 to take a road trip?
the same choice that I think she would pick.
Ooh, Wow, very confident.
Yes.
So confident. He doesn't even want to give it away. He's like,
Can't.
I can't.
Look, I mean, in this game, why would I ever give away my answer
Matt
to
is
even give him
so-
an inkling?
He's like
'Cause if he- 'cause
strategizing.
if-
Keep rolling it.
Listen,
I know.
if Will doesn't know the answer, he goes with mine, and then he either is wrong with me or he's right with me, and so we're just it's just like a wash question.
You think so little of me that you think
I
I would
love-
copy your
I love how
answer.
competitive this is getting. All right, gentlemen, your answers. We have nacho cheese Doritos, donuts, Sour Patch Kids watermelon, or white cheddar popcorn. All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Sour Patch Kids.
He went with the hand signal. C, Sour Patch Kids. Both of you chose Sour Patch Kids, and both of you are actually correct. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Well
Also,
done.
my favorite, Betsy. Good,
Silent
good call.
applause from Betsy.
Okay,
back
who
there.
goes with donuts for a road trip?
I don't
So
really
messy.
know.
Like
I
your
don't
hands
know.
would get
Like-
sticky.
You're driving, and then you've got like
Well, maybe somebody else is driving. I think you don't always have to
even
drive
then,
on the
like,
road
you've
trip.
got crumbs all over.
It could be a problem. It could be a problem. You leave the donuts in the car, all the frosting melts everywhere. Problem. All right, another true or false question. True or false? Betsy is debating on buying roller skates. True or false? What do you think about Betsy?
I've got my answer.
All right,
I'm good to go.
I know 3, 2, 1.
100% true.
True. Because I'm hoping it's true. I am hoping that is true.
It's 100% true. Also, why is this a question? It's not even like, did Betsy buy roller skates? It's like, is Betsy thinking about buying roller skates?
We are in her psyche. We
Is
know
she
her.
thinking about taking over the world? Yes, she is. Is Betsy thinking about using these roller skates to sign up with a local roller derby team? True.
True?
I have no idea.
I
It's all true. All right, we have 2 questions left.
I support you.
Matt is still ahead by 1 with 3 questions correct. And so far, Will has 2 questions. If you just throw this
I don't
match,
know.
I'll
What if
pay
I
you.
guessed the right answer?
All right, question number 9.
afterward?
Betsy is going on a shopping spree. Which
Believable.
store does Betsy not go to? A. Madewell, B. PacSun, C. Sephora, or D. Lush?
I only know one of those stores.
What was the first one again?
Madewell. I almost
Do you know what
pronounced
all
it
these are, Adam?
Madewell.
Do you know what all the stores are?
No.
Could you like describe them?
I cannot. I could not describe them. I feel like this just needs to be on your intuition.
Could you give us one more time? Just roll them down.
Could you use it in a sentence, please? Could you
Give me like a hand signal under the table.
say the word again? A. Madewell, B. PacSun, C. Sephora, or D. Lush? Lush. All right, in 3, 2, 1.
A
PacSun.
Madewell, PacSun. The answer is PacSun. Which means that technically
I can't win.
Will cannot win in this final question. So the only consolation here is that Matt could potentially get to 50% with a correct answer. And Will
For bragging
would be
rights
scoring a 30% on this 10-question quiz, which, as we know, both of them still would be failing.
There's a curve. There's a curve.
There's a curve. I'm going to curve it. No, I'm not. Number 10. This is just for funsies. What does Betsy pretend to like in order to be friends with Adam?
Just Adam in general. Just pretends to like Adam.
I wasn't ready for that. A. Is it A? I'm going to be hurt. Is it A, TikTok, B, Lord of the Rings, C, Star Wars, or D, none of the above?
A TikTok.
Lord of the Rings.
Specifically his TikTok.
Specifically my TikToks. I feel attacked. I feel so attacked right now. My TikToks are great.
Man, Matt's really out here like just he's cutting it. He's cutting
Matt, you might have won, but at what
We might
cost?
both be fired at the
At
end.
what cost? The answer, Betsy redeemed herself here, is D, none of the above.
Okay. Well,
That means that Betsy's my real friend. That was a close one. All right, Will. So I believe that this next episode, which will be here in a couple days on also another Not Sunday, you'll be required to write a poem for Betsy. No more, no less than 16 lines. Please make it be rhyming. We're gonna go with a. We'll just go with an A B B rhyme.
You can borrow one of mine.
So
Shut
Yeah.
up, Matt.
shut up, Matt. And with that, we learned a lot about our interns, but also I think we really learned a lot about ourselves today.
Betsy.
And it's not even really about who won, but it's about all the friends we made along the way.
It's 100% about who won.
So
And who lost?
join us next time
Matt.
when we actually legitimately will be hearing a poem from Will about Betsy. And then from that poem will probably be created into some sort of musical.
That Betsy will sing because she's
That's
in
correct.
Musical
to the
theater.
musical theater.
Yeah, so into musical theater. So thanks for joining us on this Fine Not Sunday. We hope to see you next time. And Betsy will be back, even though she's still sitting directly behind this camera that I'm looking into right now. Have a great Not Sunday. Bye.